On a more interesting, less dystopian front, that's a joke. This is incredibly dystopian. They put VR headsets on cows. This is a story from a couple days ago that went viral, and for some reason, Willie Doo only brought it to me today. He decided today was the day to share the cows in VR. They put these VR headsets on dairy-producing cows to see if they could increase their mood. And instead of having to look at their dreary, kind of terrible environment, they would see green pastures and sunny skies and, well, what a cow would want to see, Will.
A lot of grass, I would.
A cow would want to see green grass, baby. And their initial findings, having done this, is that it does actually improve the cow's mood. And the goal is actually to increase the cow's milk production because they're in a more... Man, all these stories are kind of weirdly connected today, aren't they? Yeah. About mood and sentiment and how what you see and how you participate affects your biology, your physiology, Will.
Well, yeah, in this case, it's working. Right?
In this case,
the cow's producing
positive artificial messages have the potential to impact the physiological production of milk. Whoa.
Yeah.
So the exposure to the negative sentiment on the Instagram from the story before probably has the potential to affect physiological aspects of who you are physically. That's heavy.
Trip.
That's heavy. Anyway, so the cows are wearing the VR headsets, and they have a more pleasing landscape than a plain confining farm. The headsets are adapted to the structural features of cows' heads so that they could see it properly. Well, yeah, of course. A cow's eyes are not exactly in the front of their face. They're kind of... I feel like this graphic here, is that real or is that the real one? I'm curious because it doesn't
look real, but
because the cow's eyes are more like over here, sort of.
Right.
I don't know. It appears to have worked. So apparently the cow's anxiety level has decreased. Oh man, this is kind of nasty, really. Obviously, the ideal scenario is get the cow in the field.
Yeah.
What do we have to do? We have to pay more for milk to have that happen. I'm buying the milk in the glass jar. It's costing $85 a container. The cow, their life is definitely better than mine. I'm over here reading these articles.
I mean, the VR headsets are probably kind of expensive as well, right? For each cow. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, but if you're getting double the milk supply, that's going to pay itself off real quick.
Or you can have a field, like a real field.
The real field is going to be more expensive because real estate, you know what it is. You got to maintain and why would you do that? That's not dystopian. Real fields? There's no place for real fields in Blade Runner.
So the farmer's goal is to make the world dystopian.
That's right. No, usually, no, I shouldn't say that. Shout out to farmers, man. Shout out to farmers, man. For real, Will. I'm not joking.
No.
I was in the supermarket. I'll tell you what. I was in the supermarket, and I had a time.
Yeah.
I was walking around. I was looking at things. I was examining produce. You know, I went to the deli counter. You remember I was telling you about the spicy capicola?
Yes.
You're not really supposed to do this, but I took a sliver while I'm browsing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like an old Italian man would do. Like my nono taught me.
Yeah.
All right? It puts you in a mood. The bread was still hot. Food. Farmers. Shout out to farmers, man. 2019. Shout out to farmers. Anyway, this is obviously a different take. This is pretty rugged to me. I don't know. Maybe if there's no other option, for whatever reason, the field is not available and you can improve the sentiment, so be it. But this has really strange, for me, it gives me strange human visions. When they say, look, these people are living a terrible life or they don't get to stick that on them. Oh, look at that. We see improved moods. Willie Doo's milk production just went up.
Just constantly lactating.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You can imagine, of course, they could probably prove something similar for a lot of people's lives. Stick them in a VR headset. Send them in up. Anxiety levels down. You just give them give them some perfect existence inside the VR headset. Feed them the food pipe matrix. Let's go.
Right.
I mean, if it works on cows,
I heard, there's elderly people who can't move and they just kind of strap on
There you go.
goggles. They're in like the Italian countryside.
why
or
not,
something.
man? If you can't move, yeah, why not? I mean, but then you ask yourself, is that better than if they had a companion there to talk to, play chess with? I don't know, something like that.
Like real life.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. My kids started going to the elderly home.
To visit.
They go there once a week, or sorry, once a month, and they do that little craft. They play chess, whatever,
Nice.
and yeah, they're really proud of it. I told them they should be proud of that. Like that's a good move.
Right on.
But I think that most people would take the human interaction, just like these cows would take the classic cow. Just like these cows would take the classic cow life.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. In certain situations where that's not an option, I guess this is the way that you go. But the problem is, I think a lot of people would take the convenient option instead of the one that requires more like that. But it is interesting. Yeah, of course. You put people in a positive environment, they're going to feel more positive. But never mind people, cows, people, dogs, cats.
Man,
Chickens.
imagine if you take away the goggles and then they just have severe depression or something.
Yeah, or the goggles break down.
Yeah, they stop producing milk.
No. How's this for terrifying? You're one of these cows. You're pumping milk all day, production way up, love and life. You're in the pasture. Things are happening, blue sky. Your headset breaks down, but nobody notices. It's just blackness for the next decade of milk production. Nobody ever notices. You're just terrified.
You're basically a blind cow.
Yeah, it's just blackness and just the pumping of the milk.
Well, you can hear everything.
No, you know what? I would like my cow to be in the field, Will. Jeez.
Yes.
I'll be buying field cow milk wherever possible. I think I already am. So I'll be buying the field cow milk.
Okay.
And it's going to cost me
I
a
think
few
that
more.
we
It's going to cost
settled.
me a few more dollars, but I don't know. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Who knows if it's real or not? Maybe they're lying to me. Maybe the cows look like that.